Hi again, and welcome back to Moxie Talks Q&A episode 6. Today, I get a lot of questions about adjunctive therapy. So, last week we talked about hormones, and there's lifestyle stuff. So, um, counseling and voice therapy and that kind of thing. You can see I failed the voice therapy class, but um, anyway, it is what it is. I actually had a pretty good female voice going, not great, but not horrible. And then I started playing hockey, and you're yelling at people across the ice, "Hey, oh, give me the puck!" And it just goes away. So now I'm stuck with what I'm stuck with. People tell me it gives me character. I don't know. Okay. I'll take that. So the other thing, and I recently, in the last 6 months, went to a support group meeting with a friend of mine who's going through this transition, and I I found it really interesting. So I'm going to go back to um, 1980, 1997. I'm sorry, 97, when on May 8th, I transitioned full time living as a woman. So actually, my 20-year anniversary is coming up. So yay. So anyway, when we went, there was a Wednesday night support group, and when we went to that support group, we were expected to look our feminine best. So that usually meant, um, dressing up. So not necessarily always a dress, but or a skirt, but trying makeup and nice clothes and trying to show you're coordinated. And the whole idea was that we were supposed to try to look like we were fitting into society. Now, this last meeting I went to was a little bit confusing for me because everybody looked like I was having a hard time telling who was going which way. Were these women becoming men or were the men becoming women? I wasn't too sure. And that's good. I think it's nice that people feel comfortable being who they are. However, um, I always say this, and I'll say it here again, and you'll hear me say it a lot more. I'm a highly trained pharmacist with a compounding specialty. 30 years of experience running my own business, building a business from one store with several partners, leading the way with several partners to a four-store chain. I've got quite a lot of experience, and I'm told a good bedside manner. So, but I've never been hired outside of a pharmacy that I own, a group of pharmacies that I own or have owned. I've been turned down by some major employers based on my voice, and I freak people out a little bit, apparently, or at least the decision makers hiring. So it's really, and the last one was with an independent, and I had great references from colleagues and customers, and I still didn't get the job because I basically failed a phone interview. So it's, it's great to be comfortable with who you are, but at the end of the day, we sort of need to try to fit into society, find our place in society. So I just found it very different 20 years ago to now. And, there's some good and some bad in it. And I would caution people that when you think that because nobody's saying anything that they're totally supportive, that may in fact not be the case. They may just be not saying anything because it's politically incorrect to say something. Does that mean it's bad or it's good? Well, I think at the end of the day, as long as you're comfortable and you're not starving and you're getting by and you're able to take care of yourself and fit into society, that's great. But I do know that, it, you know, there's still a lot of negativity out there, and it shows itself in very subtle ways, like me not getting hired. I never, you know, I can't definitively say that I didn't get hired because I'm trans, but I'm probably more qualified than any applicant they had, and I didn't get hired. So, did they not like my face, or they didn't like my voice on the phone? Who knows? Um, I know why I didn't get hired, and I know that still there's still a lot of ground to be made up, and a lot of minds to change, and attitudes to change. So, maybe a blend. Like, maybe, you know, society needs to meet us in the middle. Maybe we need to try a little harder, and they need to cut us some slack. But let's not just assume that because nobody's saying it, they're not thinking it, and that's a dangerous place to fall into. You can be lulled into complacency by just assuming that if it's all quiet, there's not any problems. So that's my little blurb for today. I'm glad you joined in. We'd love to hear some of your questions. I'm sort of going by questions that I've been asked in the history in my history. So any other questions that you can think of that you'd like an answer to, or like my perspective on, I'm willing to talk about anything. I will talk about sports. I'll talk about politics. I will talk about fashion, although I sort of suck at fashion. But so please join me again. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can follow me at Transmoxie on Twitter, and check out the website at monicamiatello.com. So that's MONICAMIATELLO.com. Thank you, and have a great day. Take care.